Okay.
Ugh, dear God.
Session 2. So the first session, we saw our heroes become the Chosen, the 5 who were prophesied to bring peace back to the world and to smite out evil. They were bestowed with great power from the last 5 dragons and lost in time for 100 years. They've reappeared into the world and have a home base of the human kingdom of Madala on the western continent. They've been given a keep that is somewhat small by keep standards, but large enough to get the job done. The keep is 3 levels, top level being 5 private chambers, 1 for each of the Chosen. The middle level has a small common area and 3 more private chambers, and the bottom level is a large common area and 2 smaller rooms which currently serve as storage and a kitchen. We learn that the Tieflings arose directly following the Great War 100 years ago from the continent in the south and have taken control of much of the world's economy and political landscape. Now the balance of the world lies in the hands of these 5, who so recently were complete strangers and now must learn to trust and rely on each other for the foreseeable future. Okay, so last session we ended with the feast, and nearing the end of the grand feast, Eric, who, if you don't remember, was the brother of the king and the captains of the King's Guard, informed all of you that he would be by in the morning at about 0800 to discuss the goings-on in the kingdom, to get you acquainted with everything going on and give you any other information you might need.
Hello.
So I asked all of you to provide me with times you were waking up and all that other stuff, and it's actually really relevant. So at 5 o'clock, Lyriara, the ranger being played by Lashara, is awake but is staying in her room, just kind of minding her own business. And then at 6 o'clock, both Radix and Endis, which would be Tehran and Gideon, wake up at the same time, kind of get their stuff together. And at 6:15, Tehran leaves his room. And when you leave your room, this is what you see.
Oh no.
Dun dun dun.
There's a bounty on my head.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good facial expression.
No, that's pretty much gonna be my facial expression, is to be like, no, really, I'm at a loss for words right now. Like, is this blocking my path?
No.
Okay, I'll kind of hold my breath and kind of sneak.
Roll
along.
stealth check.
Shit. Of course. Oh.
Use your inspiration, bro.
What is the inspiration like?
An extra d20.
Oh, is it an extra?
Yeah, it's advantage, really.
Yeah, you give yourself advantage. You'd be gone. It'd be gone for the day.
Right. No, screw it. 5 total. For
Okay.
being stealthy, so I'm
5.
walking against the roll and the wall and knock a vase over. Just
Well, I'm waiting for somebody else to do something who is clearly not checking their queries.
Oh.
Definitely not me.
Oh.
Oh, maybe the
I
other
see.
awake people?
The dog is clearly inhibiting things.
It is.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so you managed to sneak past the thing that I'm not saying what it is yet because it's a surprise to everybody else who is not aware of this situation yet. What do you do after you sneak by it?
I guess I'll just sneakily go downstairs and or no, I'll is it possible to like go to the roof?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was going to do, like along the wall or whatever.
Okay.
If there are any like guards up there, just kind of get the
Whoops.
No guards up there.
Oh, okay.
Just you guys in here. This is your private keep. Totally only you.
Mental note: rent guards.
Then basically just kind of I guess explore the perimeter from the top and see my surroundings.
Okay, there is not much to see. You know, you're on a small keep. It's almost like a straight up and down tower.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not a whole lot of space on the... the hell do you call those things on a keep? On the outside walls.
Ramparts?
Ramparts. There you go. To walk around. You know, it's just your standard everyday stone
Sorry,
keep.
buddy.
But from there, you can see almost the entirety of the castle grounds and note that there's a lot of basic activity stirring around first thing in the morning.
Okay.
But
Just have my morning pipe up there and just kind of take in the crisp morning air.
okay.
Think about the things that have occurred in the past day or
The
100
last
years,
5 minutes.
yeah, depending on your idea of time.
Right. So, 15 minutes later, at 06:30, Endis walks out of his room.
You can't have my chicken. No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I told my dog.
Yeah, very similar reaction.
I am just going to walk right on by and keep on going about my day.
Just not trying to sneak, nothing, just
Nope.
walking by. Okay.
I'm keeping an eye on it as I go, though.
Right. Okay, as you walk by, it stirs awake, yawns very loudly and open-mouthed, and then... Oh, sorry, guys. RP is RP.
I can't believe he doesn't trust our ability not to table talk. I'm so disappointed.
It's not just that, it's I want it to be a surprise to everybody step by step.
I almost think it would have been better if some of us got up at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we also didn't communicate before bed.
No.
Okay, it rolls onto its back with its mouth open, its tongue hanging out, but it is staring directly at you.
Okay, I'm going to keep going on because I'm going to grab my breakfast.
Okay. So that's that. Nothing crazy happening there. Nice and easy. At this point, Lashar, are you still in your room?
What time is it by this point?
Probably about 6:40. I imagine after Endis leaving his room and meandering out, it doesn't take very long to stare half asleep at the thing and then decide,
Meh.
I imagine I would get bored hanging around in my room and I'd want to leave.
Okay, so Endis, you have left to go get your breakfast, correct? You are
Yep.
gone out of the room. Okay, then
I would definitely not still be there 10 minutes later.
right. So then Liriana walks out of her room and sees this. How do you react to that? Scott, at this point, the fighter is still not even awake.
Humans.
Jeez.
Hey,
Gideon's eating.
Almost. He's almost awake.
Right.
I don't need much.
And Radix, you're still on the roof
Well, I'm
smoking.
assuming we probably drank
smoking
a lot,
peace pipe?
so.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm sitting over the edge, feet over, just pondering.
Just smoking away at the pipe.
Oh yeah, just.
Gotcha.
So I'm probably a bit confused, and I'm gonna see if I can try communicating with it.
Okay, how are you going to try to communicate with it?
Silly rangers.
it'll be even funnier when you know what it is.
Mm.
Um,
Meta, everybody should know what it is at this point.
I'll
It's a
just
puppy.
try the harmless little bunny. I will try just talking to it.
Okay. What do you say?
This is a strange place for you to be walking around.
It sits down, faces you, and it cocks its head at you in confusion.
So I'm going to just ask it if it can understand me.
It nods at you. And right about now, Scott, who stood up from his computer, is waking up. So it's sitting there staring at you. It nodded. It acknowledged that it can hear you or understand you. Scott, you're awake now, and you can roll a... Well, wait, what's your passive perception?
I actually don't know what that is.
10 plus your perception modifier.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. So with a 15, you can very faintly hear what sounds like Lyriana asking something if it can understand her in the common room just outside your room.
Kippies.
Lyriala, sorry. Do you do anything? Do you stay in your room, just kind of get ready? Do you ignore it?
I open the door and keep getting ready.
Okay, now the cat's out of the bag. As you open the door, you can see a large black lion sitting directly in front of her that's kind of nodding at her in response to her asking if it can understand her.
I just reach for the halberd and just hold it.
Okay.
And cough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna completely ignore him and ask if I know the cat from somewhere.
Is she speaking in cat or is she speaking in human?
She's speaking
English
very
or
plainly in common,
Thank you.
as far as I know. I would assume, at least. The lion walks up to you and rubs against you almost like a house cat would.
What are you doing?
Alright. What are you doing down there? That's said to Rihanna.
Yeah. I'm still confused by the situation, but I am very interested in the cat, and I'm still going to pretty much continue to ignore Scott and pay attention to the cat.
Okay.
All right. I don't know. I turn around and get my rest of my stuff back together, grumbling to myself.
I think that's an appropriate reaction.
Something, nature, people, something.
As you turn around, the lion kind of quickly pitter-patters over to you and rubs against your legs in the same way that she just did to Lyriala.
To me?
Yes.
What the? I remembering what she did, I look at it and say, "Hello." And
It looks up at you, and in the same manner you can tell when a house cat is pleased, it looks as if the lion is pleased as well.
Carefully, I put my hand on its head, give it a little pet,
It purrs.
and I go back to getting my things ready and ignore it.
Okay. At this point, it is about 7:15 or 7:20, we'll say. Endis, are you downstairs eating your breakfast? Have you come back up?
No, I'd be downstairs still.
Okay. And Radix, you're still on top of the building, smoking peace pipe?
No, I'll have come downstairs to sometime to go consume nutrients.
Okay, so we'll say this is the perfect time then you walk down into back down into this common room on your way down through the levels, and you see this scene unfolding.
Okay.
Right about the point with the head scratch and the purr.
Yeah, okay, I just kind of... and, try to, again, just sneak by, assuming it hopefully didn't see me, like, back against the wall.
Okay, what's your stealth check for this one? Since you
Oh.
want to sneak by?
Alright, a lot better. 21 total.
Oh. Yeah, so I guess without being noticed, you just kind of slink around the outside of the room and down the set of stairs to the bottom floor common area.
Okay.
So you and Gideon, Endis, are there together getting breakfast, and Lyriala,
is there like a cook staff or something, or do I get my own from a kitchen, or...
you would have to get your own at this point.
Okay.
No staff at this point.
Okay.
So Lyriala and Enzo are in the middle floor common area. Enzo's getting his stuff together, and Lyriala is still staring at this lion.
So, do you talk to cats often, Lyriala?
I'm going to give you a completely blank look and look back at the cat and do a nature check to see if I can find out more about it.
Go ahead and roll it.
Let's see. Wow. Going to be 7 total.
7? You rolled a 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Yeah, as far as you know, it's just a lion. So at that point, the lion walks down the stairs, and at the table that's kind of there in the common area where people eat, where Gideon and Tehran are currently eating, it just hops into one of the empty chairs and sits at the table.
That I'll be engaging Gideon at this point. Probably in some sort of conversations, like, dude, lion, sort of thing. And then I guess I'll be taking a sip of whatever water as it comes downstairs, just doing a cough back into the cup.
I'll just finish swallowing what I had in my mouth at the moment and say, well, teleported forward 100 years, made into the champion of the last of the dragons, which we all thought were gone. This isn't even the weirdest thing to happen to me in the last day, let alone the last week. I am not concerned about a big cat right now.
I snort and take a big bite out of the mutton I had.
I'll flick the cat some of the bacon or sausage or whatever I made up. I assume we had some supplies in here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you guys were provided with food and stuff. I mean, that's the least they could do. The lion just sits there and contentedly immediately devours what you had thrown in front of it. Because what is a human-sized piece of sausage to a lion other than a bite?
Cheeto?
Yeah. An M&M.
A finger.
Well, it's not my cat. I'm not taking responsibility for feeding it, but it's a treat.
I don't know. Maybe the king views our security as something pertinent. Though why they chose a lion instead of guards, things have obviously changed in Medalla since I lived here.
After it wolfs down the sausage, it turns its head and stares at Gideon expectantly. Like, alright, that was a start.
Did we have a big, cold room with big racks of meat or something in there?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't declare it or anything, but I'll say that, yeah, underneath the kitchen there's a cellar that's naturally cooled because the stream runs right by it. So it's perfect temperature for storing smoked and salted meats for long periods of time.
Okay, I'll wander down there and just grab a long rack of sausage links and just haul them up and throw them down in front of it.
Gideon, do you plan on leaving any of that for us?
There's more down there.
Just don't let him find the key.
He doesn't have hands to work the doorknob.
Look, I don't understand what you guys do. I don't understand why that's here. I know that there is some sausage down there, and there better be some left for the next few days.
He's eating sausage, it's not eating me, so.
Nom 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 nom.
Is this place equipped with some sort of timepiece, or are we just kind of guessing at when Eric is supposed to be dropping by?
It's about 9 a.m.
Well, I mean, I guess the window slat on the side of the building, roll a nature check to determine the position of the sun and if you can tell what time it is.
Alright.
I would claim that your history of being in the battlefield as a seasoned soldier would mean that you know it already.
It may add a hidden modifier that I may not disclose.
I mean, it's a pretty good roll as it is. 15 plus 3, 18.
Yeah, to the best of your ability, you can tell that it is about 7:45.
Alright.
So Eric should be arriving in around 15 minutes.
Okay, just I don't know. Maybe he can shed some light on the lion.
I would love anyone to explain what this thing is doing here.
Eating sausage right now.
I gotta put my phone on vibrate. No more messages.
Okay.
So anybody have anything else that they want to get out there in the open before 8 o'clock comes around?
Not enough time to discuss what I really want to discuss. So,
Has anyone seen? Give me a second. I'm trying to. I like to use people's character names, so give me a second.
Angriala.
Thank you. Has anyone seen Ingriala anywhere?
None of you would have seen her.
The Drow keep pretty. I would assume she'd prefer the night, given that, her heritage. So maybe she's just not up yet.
Yeah, maybe someone needs to bring some dead flowers her way so she can bring them back to life. That might cheer her up. Are there any plants around me?
Not inside, no. You guys would have to set up a decoration session.
All right, fair enough. We'll let it
A
go.
decoration session, that would be great.
Yeah, we'll do that not during a normal session.
Okay, good.
We will not, and I declare this very profoundly, we will not spend session time decorating a keep.
Let's go shopping.
Okay,
I
so
yell out from the common area, Drow, get down here, eat with your fellow warriors.
the lion turns its head, stares at you, and roars.
Did the Drow have a lion that we missed?
I don't know. She didn't come with that, did she?
No,
It was dark when we
the-
first fought.
The Drow are very deceptive people.
No kidding.
This is actually really fun for me. I enjoyed this very much.
I
Shit.
asked. Well, never mind. We'll let
Well,
it go.
did Lariala come down, or are you still upstairs?
I'm basically following the cat around, looking confused and interested.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if you were still upstairs in that common room.
As Tehran mentions that drow are very deceptive, the lion turns, looks at you, and kind of whimpers as if it were hurt.
Okay.
So wait a second. I'm gonna take a moment. I look at the cat.
Which, at this point now, is eating again.
Is eating again. Great. Angriala.
The lion stands up on its hind two legs and wags its tail.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. That's in character.
So now that the cat is out of the bag, that is Angriala shapeshifted as a black lion. It looks very pleased at you for finally deducing the situation. So
Yeah,
there.
Eyes.
Definitely, lower jaw. Just
Yeah.
Nodding knowingly to himself in the corner.
So give me just a second. I'm going to stop the recording here, and then I'm going to restart because I can't deal with those large file sizes again.